Hello, my name is Ethan, and today I'll be educating you on the judicial process. When understanding law, it is important to know how we perform the judicial process. The law system in America is set up to ensure that each side of the case, the defense and the prosecution, are able to speak and present their claims in a way that makes it fair to both sides. For a lot of cases, the verdict is most likely determining the livelihood of whoever is on trial. That is why everyone on trial is guaranteed the right to an attorney who can argue for them, as the knowledge of law isn't something you should be expected to know. Now, it is important to understand how these cases can come to be. A court can only hold a case if it has specific power to resolve it. This power usually is obtained by the knowledge that a particular crime had occurred in the state the court is located in, or if what the subject of the case is matches what the court does. This is known as jurisdiction. Not anybody can make a verdict, and according to which case it is, only a certain court has jurisdiction over the case. This is to ensure that the court has enough knowledge on the subject or the location of the case. For example, a small municipal court wouldn't be able to declare a verdict on a case that involves a large company issuing products that were faulty. These kind of large-scale cases that affect a large amount of people are usually settled in a court that has jurisdiction over a large amount of states or even the entire country. With that being said, let's look at different types of courts. There are typically three different types of state courts, that being limited jurisdiction, general trial courts, and appellate courts. To help us understand the court hierarchy system, we will be examining Florida's court system. For courts with limited jurisdiction, these courts are only limited to trials with a certain subject. Many of these trials involve simple citizen disputes, like car accidents, divorce, or any sort of minor local offense. Florida has at least one limited jurisdiction court in each county. Next are the general trial courts. These courts are where the majority of trials happen, as they will hear any case that hasn't been assigned to a limited jurisdiction court. In Florida, they refer to these as circuit courts, where they have trials for both criminal and civil cases. Then we have the appellate courts. Appellate courts serve as a way to have cases done in general trial cases be reviewed in a higher level case if one of the sides of the case feels that there is an error in that case. Florida has the District Court of Appeals, which essentially reviews cases from the circuit courts that were undecided or felt like there was something wrong with the verdict, which happens quite often in those type of courts. Then at the very top of the state's court system is the state Supreme Court. In Florida, they have the Supreme Court of Florida, where they hear final appeals and also determine cases involving the death penalty, as that is one of the states in America that does allow that. And when you are deciding a verdict that would result in the guilty party being executed, it's very, very important to come to a strong verdict, which is why they have a special court at the very top of the state court system that will decide these sort of things. However, above all the state Supreme Courts is the United States Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices, and their role is to uphold the constitutional laws that was drafted in 1776 to ensure that any sort of case that enters through follows through with what was drafted by the founding fathers. So that wraps up on this lesson on courts. I hope that this helped you understand the different types of courts in each state and also in the country as a whole. Thank you.